I'm Christopher German for KCTV News for Tuesday, December 9th, 2025. For tonight's broadcast, the stories we're following for you. A 37-year-old Klamath Falls woman is dead after a one-car accident on Oregon 58. And Oregon health officials are raising alarms about the current influenza season, saying it could be one of the worst in years. And clouds are expected to decrease throughout the night, but areas of low clouds and fog are likely to develop in the valleys. And we're now broadcasting this newscast on YouTube. So smash that subscribe button and follow us every day for local news from the Klamath Basin for the Klamath Basin. And tonight's news is brought to you by...
A Happy New Year from everyone here. Cheers!
At KCTV, we're decking the halls and trimming the tree, and we want to invite all of Klamath County to join us. Send us your Christmas greeting to your friends and neighbors in the basin, and we will air it all month long on our channel and in our broadcasts. What better way to show your love for our community than with a holiday wish to everyone in the Klamath Basin? 'Tis the season to be merry and get your business some recognition for the holidays for just $100. And from all of us at KCTV, have a blessed and warm holiday season. Our top story, a 37-year-old Klamath Falls woman identified by Oregon State Police as Jessica Nicole Ingoglia, died in a single vehicle crash on Highway 58 in Lane County on Friday, December 5th, near milepost 51. OSP reports that the westbound Audi Q5 operated by Ingoglia left the lane of travel for unknown reasons, crossed the eastbound lane, and struck a dirt embankment at approximately 2:14 p.m. Ingoglia was wearing a seatbelt and was pronounced deceased at the scene. Two passengers, a 37-year-old Clifford Gary Ingoglia and Klamath Falls, an 8-year-old female juvenile, suffered critical injuries and were transported to a nearby hospital. OSP stated that the adult passenger was also not wearing a seatbelt. The highway was affected for about 2 hours during the on-scene investigation. The cause of the crash remains under investigation. And state leaders in Oregon recently held their annual summit, the Oregon Leadership Summit, to confront the state's struggling economy, which is currently battling sluggish job growth, rising unemployment, and a decline in people moving into the state in immigration. The discussions centered on chartering a new path forward by making Oregon a more attractive and business-friendly environment for both existing companies and new investment. Governor Tina Kotek, who formally announced on Thursday her intention to run for re-election in 2026, made her economic turnaround plan, dubbed the Prosperity Roadmap, a key focus of the summit. This strategy aims to retain and grow Oregon businesses, streamline permitting and land use systems, and explore targeted tax relief to spur job creation, addressing business community concerns over taxes and regulations. The governor told attendees that addressing these economic headwinds is crucial to ensuring a prosperous decade for Oregon. And Oregon health officials are raising the alarm about the current influenza season, warning it could be severe and potentially rival the record-breaking hospitalizations seen in the previous year. The Oregon Health Authority is urging all residents aged 6 months and older to get their flu shot, emphasizing that while current hospitalization rates are low, the percentage of positive flu tests is steadily increasing as the season progresses towards its expected peak in early spring. Separately, the OHA continues to address the state's ongoing public health crisis. The agency is actively managing the complex challenges of opioid misuse and overdose, which are increasingly driven by illicitly manufactured fentanyl, and coordinating efforts to expand access to treatment and harm reduction services like naloxone distribution. Furthermore, the OHA provides regular updates to COVID-19, continuing to promote vaccinations for the current strain and providing guidance on prevention and testing resources to limit the spread of respiratory viruses.
Safe Families helps kids right here in Klamath County. And there's a way that you can join in that's fun, easy, and doesn't even cost anything. You can be a Safe Families family friend. You might take a kid to a soccer game, meet with and support a new mom, or even just rock a baby. Wow! So if you have some free time, or you're an empty nester and you're looking for a way to give back, go to heartswithamission.org and find out all about it.
Klamath Falls is a lot of things to a lot of people, but the growing music industry in Klamath Falls is one thing that might surprise you. Thank goodness we have a music store on Main Street to meet the needs of musicians everywhere. A music store on Main Street specializes in services on stringed instruments and pianos. We have the largest selection of in-stock strings in Southern Oregon. Our family-run shop since 2011 has offered internet pricing with small-town service, including new large items like guitars, amps, electric pianos, effects pedals, and more. So stop in today at 1029 Main Street in Klamath Falls or call 541-205-6633. And U.S. Senators Ron Wyden and Jeff Merkley are urgently calling on the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Office of Head Start to release grant funding to save the Klamath Family Head Start program in Klamath Falls, Oregon, from foreclosure. The senators' concern is focused on the fact that despite the program submitting a full application for the Part 1303 facilities grant funding more than 6 months ago to pay off an outstanding loan and purchase its facility, it has yet to receive an update from OHS. This delay is particularly troubling because the lender has reportedly extended the mortgage only through December 18th, after which the program could lose its building. In a letter to HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the senators emphasized the vital role the program plays, stating the Klamath Falls Family Head Start has been a trusted Head Start provider since 1980 and serves 180 children and families in rural Oregon daily, supported by over 40 staff members. They warn that if the program is forced into an eviction or emergency relocation due to a stalled federal review, Oregon families will bear the consequences. The letter requested a prompt update on the status of the grant request and a clear timeline for OHS to complete its review, stressing that a timely response is critical given the approaching deadline. And the National Marine Fisheries Service and the National Ocean and Atmospheric Administration have concluded that Chinook salmon do not meet the criteria for listing under the Endangered Species Act for the second time in 7 years. The Center for Biological Diversity, which submitted a petition arguing that the spring-run Chinook salmon is threatened and endangered, expressed disappointment with the decision. Jeff Miller, a senior conservation advocate with the Center for Biological Diversity, stated that the ruling is bad news for anyone who loves salmon or depends on salmon, including the orcas, including the tribes, salmon fisheries, both recreational and commercial, and the public interest suffers. In contrast, NOAA's public affairs officer, Michael Milstein, noted, "We considered the threat factors outlined by the Endangered Species Act and determined the factors do not contribute substantially to range-wide extinction risk. A central point of contention is the distinction between spring-run and fall-run Chinook salmon." Miller argues that the spring run is different from the fall run, stating that they use different habitats, there's a lot fewer of them, and they are facing some of the different threats. He added that the spring run is genetically distinct and is currently lumped together with the fall run by the National Fishery Service. Miller expressed frustration that the federal agencies don't acknowledge them as their own entity and warned, "We could lose that variant and we're not going to get them back if we lose them." Milstein, however, maintains that the two species are not sufficiently different, which is the justification for treating the fall run and the spring run Chinook salmon as one species. The Center for Biological Diversity, according to Miller, plans to review the determination and decide whether to challenge the ruling. Light showers are possible overnight, and that might affect Klamath and Lake counties early in the morning. Inland clouds are expected to decrease throughout the night, but areas of low clouds and fog are likely to develop in the valleys. Overnight lows for the west side valleys are predicted to be in the upper 30s to lower 40s. The east side, which includes much of Klamath County, will be chilly with lows in the upper 20s to lower 30s. The extended forecast for the region shows skies trending brighter by Wednesday, along with a warming of temperatures. The rest of the week is expected to be very mild, with above average temperatures, and dry weather is likely for Thursday and Friday. For the upcoming weekend, it is possible a storm system could move into the region, which would bring some precipitation, cooler temperatures, and increased winds. The chances for wet weather returning, which could affect Klamath County, increases on Monday. And now that we're on YouTube, you have to tune in and get your views counted at KCTV. And make sure you hit that subscribe button on the KCTV YouTube page for your favorite, so that you can be counted. And, we're trying to grow our viewership so that, we can generate some income from YouTube. So if you want to, please subscribe to our channel. Do what you can to share the channel, and always comment. Do what you can to raise the awareness of this. This is how you can grow our viewership on YouTube now that we're on YouTube. I'm Christopher German in the KCTV News Center. Thank you so much for watching. And we have what happened is our transcoding costs money, and that was a problem because we're not getting a lot of money into this station. And so therefore what I did last night, I had a huge news program last night, and it was problematic uploading to Lightcast, so I didn't load the news up to Lightcast, and I switched all the news over to our YouTube channel. That makes it easier for you to watch on Facebook, because as you click the link on Facebook, it takes you right to the video, which prior to that, it was Lightcast is not playing well with Facebook, so we didn't get our intuitive linkage up there. But the truth of the matter is that it's so much easier now to watch the news. So I'm expecting lots and lots of subscribers, and I'm expecting lots and lots of people to watch the news up on our YouTube channel now that we're doing this on YouTube. Now, it's possible once we get into the new year, I could still broadcast on Lightcast, and I will also be adding the news to YouTube, and I will hopefully be sharing both links to that. But who knows what's going to happen down the line. And we are going to be doing our Christmas giveaway. We're going to be doing all of the things that we're going to do. The weather is still available on the Lightcast platform. And we are still sharing that through the Lightcast platform. So if you would like to check out the weather, you have to watch it on Roku, you have to watch it on Fire TV, you have to watch it on Apple TV, or on your cell phone, or on the internet. But YouTube channel is a whole nother ball of wax, and I'm learning rapidly that there are all kinds of settings and there are all kinds of ways to benefit from YouTube. And quite frankly, I don't get paid by Lightcast. I am not a Lightcast paid employee. I am a person who buys stuff from Lightcast. So that is kind of a pain in the butt, because I have to continue laying out cash to Lightcast every possible moment. The nice part about Lightcast is I can send text messages to the world. I get better analytics. I get better viewer understanding. I get a lot of benefits by using Lightcast, but I don't get paid by Lightcast. I will get paid by YouTube if we can grow this to at least 1,000, possibly 2,000, possibly 5,000, however many people we can get to subscribe to this. So I'm going to encourage you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And everybody that subscribes grows us by one person, grows us by 2 people, grows us by 10 people, whatever. But we need you to subscribe to this so that we can fund this television news and we can continue to provide this for you. So I'm Christopher German in the KCTV News Center. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you for paying attention to this. God bless you for supporting this channel. And as always, we are doing our best to provide you with the headlines and the news that's coming down the pipe. And we will continue to do that on YouTube if you subscribe to that and you grow our numbers. Thank you so much. I want to thank you for watching. God bless you for watching. God bless you for playing along. And we'll see you guys again for Wednesday. I'm Christopher German. We'll see you guys Wednesday. God bless. Good night. And we'll see you guys again.
Have you ever wondered what you were missing with streaming television? Well, how about 30,000 sets of eyes each month at KCTV? That's exactly how many people tune in to KCTV each month, and they could be visiting your business right now if
Thanks
you
for holding
advertised on KCTV. With a 30-second ad that runs on our station, our advertisers are getting some great response and some great return on their investment. Call today, 541-880-4913, and inquire about how to advertise on KCTV.